Hi guys, welcome to our channel, The Mechanics of Making Money. Today we're going to unravel a concept that has sparked countless debates and controversies: squatters' rights. Now you might be wondering, what exactly are these rights and why do they exist? Squatters' rights, or adverse possession as it's formally known, is a principle that allows a person to gain legal ownership of a property simply by living on it for a certain period of time. Crazy, right? Can you imagine someone doing that to you? This concept has its roots firmly planted in history, dating back to times when land was abundant and people were few. It was a way to ensure that land didn't sit idle and was put to productive use. Today it's a topic that can make tempers flare and courtrooms buzz. Intriguing, isn't it? Well, let's dive deeper into this concept. To truly understand squatters' rights, we need to go back in time. The concept has its roots in ancient Roman law. In a world far removed from our own, in the bustling streets of ancient Rome, the seeds of squatters' rights were first sown. The Romans had a principle known as usucaption, which essentially allowed someone to acquire the legal rights to a property if they had possession of it for a certain period of time. This wasn't just a free pass to grab up land, though. There were conditions to be met, and the Romans took property rights seriously. Usucaption was more than just a legal loophole. It was a reflection of the Roman belief that land should be used productively. If a piece of land was being neglected and someone else was willing to roll up their sleeves and make something of it, then the law would eventually recognize their right to it. This principle echoed throughout the centuries, influencing property law in many societies that followed. In the Middle Ages, as feudal societies developed, the concept of squatters' rights evolved. Land was a precious commodity, and those who worked the land, even if they didn't legally own it, often had certain protections. In many cases, this was a matter of necessity. With lords and nobles frequently away on crusades or other ventures, those left behind had to make do as best they could. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution, and we see squatters' rights taking on a new relevance. As population shifted from rural to urban areas, housing shortages became common. Squatting was often a survival strategy for those left behind by the rapid social changes. And so the concept of squatters' rights has evolved over time, shaped by economic, social, and legal forces. From the ancient principle of usucaption to the complex property laws of today, the idea that possession can lead to ownership has persisted. So we see that squatters' rights have a long history, but what does it mean today? Fast forward to today, and squatters' rights, or adverse possession as it's legally known, still exist and are quite relevant. In the modern context, squatters' rights are not about settlers claiming unowned land, but rather, they're about individuals taking possession of property that is technically owned by someone else. This might sound like a free-for-all, but it's not. The law sets out stringent criteria that a squatter must meet to claim these rights. First, the squatter's possession must be hostile. Now, this doesn't mean they're armed with pitchforks and torches. In legal terms, hostile simply means the squatter's possession infringes upon the rights of the true owner. Second, the squatter's possession must be actual. They must physically be on the property and treat it as their own. Third, the possession must be open and notorious. In layman's terms, the squatter can't be hiding in the basement. Their occupancy must be obvious to anyone who chooses to look. Fourth, and finally, the squatter's possession must be exclusive and continuous for a certain period of time. This period varies from state to state, but it usually ranges from 5 to 20 years. But what does this mean for everyone involved? For the squatter, it could mean a path to legal ownership of a property. For the original owner, it could mean losing their property rights if they don't act to remove the squatter in a timely manner. Squatters' rights also have broader societal implications. They help to ensure that property isn't left unused and neglected. They can also provide a safety net for those in dire straits, although this is a point of controversy as not all squatters are in such situations. But why do these rights exist, and what does everyone involved gain or lose in the process? Let's continue to delve into these questions as we navigate through the complexities of squatters' rights. Squatters' rights, like many legal concepts, are not without their controversies and implications. One of the reasons they exist is to address the issue of property abandonment. It's a way of ensuring that land and property don't go to waste and are used efficiently. If a property is left vacant for an extended period, a squatter might move in, maintain the place, and even improve it. For squatters, this can offer a lifeline, a roof over their heads that they might not otherwise have. But it's not all rosy. For property owners, the existence of squatters' rights can be a considerable concern. Imagine leaving your property unoccupied for a while, only to return and find someone else calling it home. The process to reclaim your property can be long, costly, and emotionally draining. Beyond the individual level, squatters' rights have broader societal implications too. They touch on issues of housing affordability, homelessness, and social inequality. Some argue that squatters' rights can help address these problems by putting unused properties to good use. Others, however, contend that they unfairly penalize property owners and can encourage unlawful behavior. As you can see, squatters' rights are a complex issue with far-reaching implications. The balance between protecting the rights of property owners that pay property taxes every year and addressing broader societal issues is a delicate one, and it's a debate that is likely to continue for many years to come. From ancient Roman law to modern property disputes, squatters' rights are a fascinating and controversial concept. We've journeyed through its origins, its modern applications, and the implications that continue to stir debates. These rights, complex as they are, remind us of the intricate balance between ownership, occupancy, and law. As we navigate the future, squatters' rights will continue to be a relevant topic, challenging our understanding of property rights. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share so you see our future videos pop up on your newsfeed. Stay safe out there, guys.